Yeah! Nick, Nick, Nick.
You know, folks think being a hero is all about flying high and looking cool in a cape, but most days it's just about helping somebody stand back up, smiling when you can, and keeping the music playing. The world's got enough noise. Maybe what it needs is a little more rock and roll and a whole lot of heart.
This is tasty. Yeah.
What is it? Huh?
Shh. It's a surprise. Pickle surprise. Pickle surprise. Take an English muffin. Spread sandwich spread. Plop the ham thusly, please. Did I say hum? Repeat my mantra. Ham. 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 Pickle surprise!
Connie casserole. Oh, Mary, hello.
Where's the pickle? That's the surprise! Pickle surprise!
The Letterow's right about the shoe. The shoe was not the same in the picture in court as the shoe pulled from the evidence bag by Trooper Bukake!
And you mentioned you're at the hospital. There was a sneaker. One.
Yes.
Bukake! Bukake!
Woo! Good evening, my friends. It's good to see you guys on a not petty stream. That was last night, members only. For those of you who are members and joined us last night, thank you. Those of you who are members and caught the replay, thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. So let me start with this. There's a few things we're going to go over today. Some of the stuff you've already seen a bunch of people go over already, but I haven't gone over some of this stuff yet. So, this whole hidden true crime thing, it has morphed into something that now I want to be clear. My opinion on it remains absolutely the same. Okay, I thought that was a troll in here earlier. Someone was posing to be you, Dina. It's good to see you, by the way. Because they had your handle, but not a wrench. And I was like, I know I didn't take Dina's wrench. But anyway. My opinion on all of that remains the same. I think that Lauren, whatever the fuck her, Matthias, that's her name. Her and her husband are fucking asshole retards. I think that they absolutely were exploiting these victims of Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, especially Lori Vallow. And my heart goes out to them, and I truly wish them the best. My prayers are with them. My thoughts are absolutely with them 100%. I want to be very clear about that. But I'm not touching that shit any further. They've got all the support they need, and maybe support that they don't need. And that's where I draw the line for me. I'm not saying nobody else should be talking about it. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying I set boundaries for myself. Do you guys remember when I've said that I just before I started covering the Karen Reed stuff, and you Boston locals have embraced me, and everyone following Karen Reed's case and supporting Turtle Boy have all embraced me, and I've been very grateful for that. But in doing so, I had left a completely other community behind. And I lost, like, I basically shed subs because I just didn't want those kind of subs. I didn't want that type of audience. I didn't want anything to do with that community anymore at all. And this was a firm decision on my part. But the thing is this Lauren true crime thing is absolutely leaked into that community, and I am good. I am all set. I've covered as much of it as I can, as much as my boundaries will allow me to cover it. But yeah, there are just certain creators who they seem to have embraced, and all I'll say is, and I get it because these people have been nice to them. So they're just being grateful to those who have reached out and are nice to them. But the thing is the most despicable thing, the most despicable thing about that community was that the creators in that community tend to, not all of them, but some tend to reach out to these victims, talk to them, befriend them, get all cozy with them, and then they start drama with them, because drama attached to true crime victims and true crime people in the true crime community's name, in the true crime world, involved in true crime cases, anybody, what they tend to do is basically just stir shit up between them and create drama with them, because those names attached with drama sells the drama. And these are, make no mistake, drama channels, and they have been, and they always have been, and that hasn't changed. It's not going to change. And I am all set. I am all set. So and I'm just, again, I wish Kay and her daughter the best. I really do. I wouldn't wish what they've gone through on anybody. But yeah, they have all the support and coverage that they're going to need. I'm good. I'm not getting into that. That's as far as I go with that. So, oh my God. See, and then this shit follows here. Fuck out of here. I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. Normally I'll entertain that shit, but I'm just not in the mood today. So Estero, Florida. Okay, I've never even heard of Estero. I grew up in Florida. I never heard of Estero. But welcome. So yeah, and yeah, there's so much. There's so much. I texted with somebody about it earlier, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm just gonna stick to shitting on dirty cops where it's safe. Yeah, it's the thing is I find that to be, I find channels that do that to be just the sewers of YouTube, just the most reprehensible, disgusting type of content that you could ever get, to get involved in the lives of these victims and then use them for YouTube drama. There was a creator who's no longer on the platform anymore named Molly Go Lightly. She would have, that's her MO. She would have just sunk her teeth into that shit. I'm not going to mention the names. Judgmental 68. I'm not going to mention the names. They know who they are, and people who have been following me long enough know who they are. And if they're following this Lauren Matthias stuff, they know who I'm talking about. And whether they agree with it or not, they know. But I don't need to mention them. I the only reason I mentioned Molly Go Lightly is because she's not even on the platform anymore. She's not a threat to anybody. But this is something she was notorious for. And so, but yeah, I've discussed these creators in detail here. I just would prefer to not do that as much. So yeah, and like I said, I really hope that this family heals well, and I hope it works out. I hope all of these I hope these creators actually treat them nice, and but I fear that they basically got out of one bad situation and then trusted the same type of person. And that's okay. So I foresee a lot more Lauren, not Lauren Krama so much. She basically canceled herself. But I foresee more drama with that family, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they're treated right, and nothing they don't suffer any more than they already have. So that's an interesting take. We're gonna discuss that. We're gonna discuss a few things. And I'm really happy you guys are here. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And yeah, and of course, this other channel's back, and what I say to 2 weeks tops. So sure enough, it's we're gonna make our big comeback. And then all I heard was whining. How much money does Turtle Boy need to make? FBI girl knows you need to calm down. Quit yelling and screaming in my chat. There's no reason for that. There's no reason for any of that. But yeah, I was listening to Ray from Dallas, and that shit was funny. His stream earlier today was funny. What's up, Monty? It's good to see you, dude. Yeah, it was just really funny to me to see that. I was like, wow, these guys are whining about money. Okay. So yesterday, now I'm gonna pull the article up, but I'm not gonna read the article right away. It's just the quickest way that I could get to this letter, because I saw that Aiden had posted. So AJ busted a Letterow out to the Mayor Wu of Boston. And we're gonna read that, because this is very funny to me, because like there's this whole thing, like when we're gonna watch the videos, but we saw when this happened, we saw how much bullshit this was. Like, you could see right through it. It just didn't track or make sense. Juwalsh, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to Logic. Appreciate you. What's up, Broken Baker? Scott Messerschmidt. All right. Let's see. Let's watch these first. These are very funny to me.
Your name came up during the recent Karen Reed trial. You got a visit from Officer Kelly Dever. The defense implied that you influenced.
Now, as if I need to add context, I'm going to anyway. This woman named Kelly Dever, she was a Boston police officer, but prior to that was a Canton police officer. Excuse me. This dude is really annoying. You need to go away. So Kelly Dever is she's a Boston police officer who was later on the or prior to that was a Canton police officer, and she was called to testify in the Karen Reed trial because she had spoken to the FBI and apparently was working in the I wouldn't say the dispatch, but she was in that whatever control center where you see where the cameras are and everything, security cameras and whatnot. She was working the night of the incident at 34 Fairview, December 29th or January 29th, 2022. And so and she mentioned that at one point she told the FBI when questioned about it that Higgins and the chief of police at the time, Berkowitz, or former chief of police, Ken Berkowitz, who later on passed on. He passed on maybe about a year ago. But they were in the Sallyport for a quote wildly long time, is what she told the FBI, and then testifies that she later has a meeting with the chief of police, which is this gentleman, Commissioner Cox, police commissioner of the Boston Police Department, and Commissioner Cox. The theory is that Commissioner Cox had told Kelly Dever, "Hey, you know, you're going to have to change your statement. You can't say anything about, you know, like you're going to have to say you remembered it wrong or whatever." Now, that's the speculation. Nobody actually knows what happened, what took place in that conversation between Cox and Dever, except for Cox and Dever. So, but this is Cox's version of what happens because Dever says she had a false memory on the stand while being extremely combative with Alan Jackson during cross-examination. She ends up being extremely combative and she ends up saying, "Oh no, it was a false memory. I know what I told the FBI. So you lied to the FBI." "No, you didn't lie." "No, I didn't lie to the FBI. I had a false memory." "Okay." And then this gentleman, after that hearing takes place, after that cross-examination takes place, Chief or Commissioner Cox is interviewed. And this is what he says here.
Mr. Testimony. Do you want to respond to that?
I have nothing to do with.
During the recent Karen Reed trial, you got a visit from Officer Kelly Dever. The defense implied that you influenced your testimony. Do you want to respond to that?
I have nothing to do with. I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. Matter of fact, I didn't even know this person was associated with the Karen Reed case. You know, I have an organization full of over 3,000 people, and we support all our folks. And the reality is that you know, I get information passed on, whether it's people are high or low, and I encourage everyone, right? And if you're going to work here and you belong here, then we're going to encourage you. I have no idea what they're talking about with Karen Reed. It had nothing to do with Karen Reed. No discussion about.
Did you tell Officer Dever to do the right thing?
I didn't know she was even associated with that.
Now, that is unbelievable. Like, let's just fucking.
You're lying. And you're a piece of shit.
Like, nobody believes that, homie. Nobody believes that shit. You're the chief of the Boston, you're the commissioner of the Boston Police. And everyone knows about Karen Reed in Boston. And you're the commissioner of the Boston Police, and you're sitting here trying to tell me that you don't know anything about the Karen Reed case at all, never met with Kelly Dever, and don't know anything about the Karen Reed case when she is accused of killing a Boston police officer. You expect anyone to believe that? No one believes that. It is, this guy is lying like a cliche politician. It is insane what we're watching right here. Wait a second.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Dad, 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 dad. I think we got a super dad.
How dare
Dina, thank you so much. Cox sucks as well as Woo. Fuck them both. I agree. What's up, Rat House? I absolutely agree. All right, now I'm pinning Cherry's comment to the top of the chat. Well, that's the wrong one. Hold on. There we go. Yes, absolutely agree with you, Dina. Now, I mean, it's funny because Mayor Wu is like just another cliche, typical liberal mayor in a liberal blue city, major liberal blue city. And so like it surprises me that people like Scott McGinnis can live there. It surprises me that people like Turtle Boy can live there. But they do. Like I know people who live in Seattle who are conservative, the most conservative people I know, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it. It's wild. And I'm not even conservative, you know, but so but I'm like, yeah, I'm shocked at that shit. But this dude is obviously lying, and there's obviously some good old boy bullshit going on with Michael Morrissey in that town. He's obviously got plenty of tentacles that reach pretty far. So and that's what it looks like we're seeing here.
So, you know, I don't know. I was struck like, what do I have to do with the Karen Reed race? I never had said those words together. And so the fact is, you know, it's much to do about nothing. We have employees here that we have to develop and encourage and do things, and I do that for tons of our employees.
Do you feel that you were inappropriately drawn into this?
Thank you.
That case is over, and you know, we've got a lot of other stuff to talk about. I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. I was in the state of Michigan.
Thank you for your
Oh, nice. I'm coming up as YouTube recommended content. I love that. Thank you for that. Let's watch this other one real quick.
Your name came up during the recent Karen Reed trial.
This is better audio, I guess.
Officer Kelly Dever. The defense implied that you influenced your testimony. Do you want to respond?
Oh, this is a totally different one.
I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. Matter of fact, I didn't even know this person was associated with the Karen Reed case. You know, I have an organization full of over 3,000 people.
Oh yeah, no, this is the same thing.
Our folks. And
this guy is just lying.
You know, I get information passed on whether people are high or low, and I encourage everyone, right? And if you're going to work here and you belong here, then we're going to encourage you. I have no idea what they're talking about with Karen Reed. It had nothing to do with Karen Reed. No discussion.
Did you tell Officer Dever to do the right thing?
I didn't know she was even associated with that case. So, you know, I don't know. I was struck like, what do I have to do with the Karen Reed race? I never have said those words together. And so the fact is, you know, it's much to do about nothing. We have employees here.
This guy just looks like he's lying.
And I do that for tons of our employees.
Do you feel that you're
right on top?
This is some sort of boogeyman?
That case is over, and you know, we've got a lot of other stuff to talk about. I have nothing to do with Karen Reed. I was in the state of Michigan. So, okay.
Wow. Unreal. So, yeah, that's just insane to me. But Alan Jackson wrote a letter, and Alan Jackson wrote a letter to Mayor Wu. Now, one might argue that it's basically hyperbole. Um, just Alan Jackson being flamboyant as he is, and that's cool. I mean, that's what you want from a high profile lawyer. They're getting your money's worth. But I haven't read this letter yet. I've been waiting to do it live here. I just saw that people were blasting it everywhere. So it's here. One second. And a big shout out to, make sure to go you got to subscribe to Turtle Boy Daily News. And so this is the Honorable Michelle Wu, Mayor, Office of the Mayor, blah 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 blah. Is this even from? Yeah, this is. Yeah, so immediate Brady listing and post review of Commissioner Cox. Now remember, Alan Jackson also wrote a letter to Commissioner Cox, I believe, at one point, saying for Kelly Dever to be put on the Brady list, if I remember correctly. So he writes this letter to Mayor Wu, and he's saying on July 10th, 2025, Commissioner Cox publicly denied any connection to the Karen Reed case or to Officer Kelly Dever. He was asked about the allegation that he met with Dever before she was called to testify in the first retrial in 2024, and that he told her to do the right thing. And in his unequivocal denial, Cox stated, "I have nothing to do with the Karen Reed matter. Of fact, I don't even know this person, Kelly Dever, was associated with Karen Reed case." He doubled down. "I didn't know Dever was even associated with that case. I was struck. Like, what do I have to do with the Karen Reed case? I've never said those words together." So the fact is, it's much ado about nothing. This letter goes on to say, Alan Action Jackson goes on to say, "These statements were false, patently false. Commissioner Cox, the head of the Boston Police Department, actually asked, 'What do I have to do with the Karen Reed case?' The answer is obvious. One of his officers was dead, murdered, and the victim's body was discovered in the front yard of another Boston police officer. For the commissioner to suggest that he had nothing to do with the case defies both logic and leadership. Common sense tells us he had everything to do with it." Yeah, I failed to mention that as well, and remind the folks that Brian Albert was once a Boston police officer and a well-known one. So it's pretty ridiculous that this guy would have never heard of this case. It's insanely unbelievable. Newly obtained evidence proves that Cox knowingly misrepresented his involvement. On February 22nd, 2024, the FBI's Boston field office sent Commissioner Cox an email explicitly referencing Dever and the Reed investigation. The email from Assistant Special Agent in Charge Stephen Keller to Cox stated, "Just a reminder, the documents were released to the DA's office late last night. The officer we spoke about is Kelly Dever." The very next day, February 23rd, 2024, at 11 a.m., Cox's official calendar lists a meeting with Officer Kelly Dever. Holy shit. Okay. Exactly as Kelly Dever would later testify and Cox would deny. The timeline is indisputable. Cox's televised claim that he had nothing to do with Karen Reed and didn't even know this person, Kelly Dever, was associated with the Karen Reed case was a bald-faced lie. I absolutely love this shit. Like, AJ's just wrecking this dude. You gotta love it. Holy shit, Diane G just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Like, you know, he got all fired up writing this shit. As the head of a law enforcement agency, Commissioner Cox is an officer pursuant to Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 6E, Section 1. When a police commissioner lies about his own contacts with the FBI and meetings with an implicated officer, he forfeits the credibility and integrity his oath requires. That is the very definition of a Brady-Giglio violation under Brady versus Maryland versus Giglio versus United States. Prosecutors have an affirmative duty to disclose any evidence of dishonesty by a government witness or official in every case where the official might either testify or influence the testimony or evidence provided by others. Commissioner Cox now fits squarely within that category. Oh, man. Now, I'm going to take a little detour here because I feel like there's more than one reason why Aiden would underline this line right here: dishonesty by a government witness or official. Because his case is riddled with that shit. His case is infected with law enforcement, with dishonesty by government witnesses and officials. Like, and if I understand the expectations correctly, they can prove it. Like, they can absolutely prove this. This is just, and I'm talking about Aiden's case here. They can absolutely prove this. So how many people can get nailed to the Brady list? How many of those people can get nailed to the Brady list who were involved in Aiden Carney, Dr. Turtleboy, Mr. Media's case? I mean, Tully would be on that list. Mello would be on that list. Cosgrove might even be on that list. I mean, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. Bukaki would absolutely be on that list. Fanning would be on that list. So, yeah. And then he also underlines Commissioner Cox now fits squarely within that category. And he absolutely does. Like, if they could prove that he's lying. Accordingly, Commissioner Cox must be referred for immediate inclusion on the Brady list, maintained by the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office. In addition, the Post Commission must initiate a full disciplinary review for dishonesty, lack of candor, and conduct on becoming an officer under Department Policy 102, which mandates that employees shall conduct themselves at all times, both on and off duty, in such a manner as to reflect most favorably on the department. This is not a political issue. It is a question. This is not a political issue. It is a question of credibility and public trust. I mean, AJ, come on, homie. Like, you're writing to a politician who may or may not even have the power. I'd have to look into it, but may or may not even have the authority to put someone on the Brady list or even a police commissioner on the Brady list. But so, like, it's clearly a political issue. It is a question of credibility and public trust, and that too. When Boston's top law enforcement officer lies about his own knowledge of a case under federal scrutiny, the stain spreads across the entire system. Accountability cannot stop at the commissioner's door. The people of Massachusetts deserve law enforcement leaders who tell the truth, not those who hide behind it. In light of the documented evidence now in the public record, there is only one responsible course: add Commissioner Cox to the Brady list and open an immediate post inquiry. Sincerely, Alan Jackson, attorney for Karen Reed. Absolutely. Now, I'm not going to read the article because I mean Aiden's going to go live at 9 tonight, and I'm sure he's going to go over his thoughts on this. But yes, this is the link to the article. So please, if you're not subscribed to Turtle Boy Daily News, read the article for yourself. Support Turtle Boy. And so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if let me see something here. This is just a shot in the dark here. So I just Googled, and the AI overview to the answer to my question, which is, does the mayor have the authority to put a police commissioner on a Brady list? And the answer is no. A mayor does not typically have the authority to place a police commissioner on a Brady list, as the Brady list is a list of law enforcement officers with a history of misconduct that must be disclosed to the defense in criminal cases, a function that is the responsibility of the police department itself, not a mayor. The mayor's authority generally relates to appointment and removal of the commissioner, not the administrative function of maintaining the Brady list. So who's above him, though? So one could argue that's why AJ wrote the mayor, because he's like, well, I mean, who the fuck is above the police commissioner in the police department, in the Boston Police Department, right? I mean, can they be trusted to take disciplinary action against the top dog there? You know what I mean? So, I wonder if under these circumstances, I mean, but I specifically typed in the police commissioner, and they're saying that it has to be internal. Yeah, history was kind of, it must be disclosed in defense in criminal cases. Yeah, so that's just who knows? Who knows? Now, I absolutely have to do this. And I think Turtle Boy's planning on going over it as well. But I did promise that I would go over this once it was shown here. I just refused to do it while it was on Patreon and behind the paywall. And of course, I'm going to share the link like crazy in chat. But we're definitely going to go over the Microdots video that he did on Aiden's case in regards to the Katani stuff. And how great is it, the timing of that? Because Microdots makes this amazing video, and it's an hour long, people, and it's fucking brilliant. And right before he releases this thing, the charges from Aiden's case in regards to this, in regards to the subject matter of this video, they're dropped. And so it's like you see this very disturbing video, but justice, is you're seeing the wheels of justice move in IRL. After seeing this very disturbing video. Yeah, so stop what you're doing right now. Go give this a like if you have not already. Go give it a like. As a matter of fact, for now, well, no, I'm not going to do that. And oh, thank you, Diane G. I also have to kind of step away for just a second. I'm sorry, guys, but while I'll just play this video, but make sure, guys, to take a second and click on the link that I dropped in chat and give the video a like and support Microdots. Join his Patreon. Because he's just brilliant. Like he's a fucking treasure, Microdots. So let me go ahead and share this.
This is Christina from Lexus Roadside Assistance. We've detected a collision. Are you okay? If you're unable to respond, help will be sent to your location immediately. Mr. Kearney, can you hear me? Mr. Carney, are you there? He's not responding.
I personally, if I was in I would be more duty police officer John O'Keefe. Kearney has been extremely vocal about his.
They will never shut me down. They will never, ever, ever stop me from reporting the truth.
Can we get crime scene up here, please?
I'm gonna fucking be your biggest regret of your life. Why did I get sent to go to her house for 3 hours and fucking help her out? Because I'm a selfish cunt.
Little boy walked out of the courthouse in shackles, charged with intimidating a witness and assault and battery on a household member.
That's right. Because guess what? You think things are down now? And I am going to be your worst nightmare for 18 years. Your worst fucking nightmare. Hold on. Hold on to the ride of your life. You fucked with the wrong person.
Why? What are you going to do?
October 11th, 2023, was one of the darkest, most shocking days of the Free Karen Read movement. That was the morning Aidan Carney, better known as Turtle Boy, was first arrested and charged with witness intimidation. You see, by now, Aidan was the most wanted man in the state, at least by the Norfolk DA's office. Not because he had broken any laws, but because his reporting was so effective it sparked an organic movement around him, one that exposed the state's crimes and left its officials deeply embarrassed.
Michael Morrissey, what a disgrace. John O'Keefe was a human being, but he was also a police officer. Michael Morrissey is a scumbag. You're a scumbag. If you support Michael Morrissey, you're just as bad as he is. He covers up for cop killers.
With the benefit of hindsight and discovery materials in the form of text messages, we now know that Michael Morrissey and the state's witnesses in the Karen Read trial were scrambling to find a reason to arrest him.
He's covering up the murder of a Boston police officer. He's screaming on it, and he won't even face me because he's a cop.
Aidan was a 5-alarm fire, an emergency of the highest order, and someone needed to do something.
Received. Everyone stand by until I give word.
So, my man, how you doing? Here for a second. Come here for a second. What? You got a warrant. For what? You got multiple arrest warrants. For what? You have to talk to Norfolk about it. We're just. Yeah, you can in a minute. We'll take care of it in a minute. Yeah, you have 9 arrest warrants. You're going to talk to the Norfolk detectives, not us. We're just helping them out, and we'll leave them. They know more about than me, dude. I don't know anything about it.
Am I going to Holden barracks? Yep. So we're going to bring you to Holden for a quick booking, and then you're going to go to Stoughton Strict.
This morning. Can I please go to the garage? Yeah, we'll take care. Just act like a gentleman. We'll continue like a gentleman.
We have a couple search warrants too.
Search? He's okay? He's okay?
No, hold on. We have the right to remain silent. The truth to speak.
This is Lieutenant Brian Tully of the Mass State Police. Known as the highest-ranking officer involved in the cover-up of John O'Keefe's murder, and the cop who would ultimately lead the plan to put Turtle Boy behind bars for once and for all. They managed to charge him with multiple counts of witness intimidation, carrying a maximum penalty of up to 110 years in prison and thousands of dollars in fines. But to their surprise, he was quickly released on bail and picked up right where he left off.
So I'm sure they're watching right now and they're like, why isn't he sad? Why isn't he all depressed? He was supposed to give up. Again, thank you everybody for coming out here tonight and supporting the Free Karen Reed movement.
Are you Richie?
This was the moment I met Lindsay. What I couldn't have known then was that she would play a key role in putting Aiden in jail before the new year. Or that she herself would one day become the subject of my video.
I just want to say your videos are
We'd exchanged a few friendly messages before her falling out with Aiden, so it came as a shock when he revealed to me what had really been happening behind the scenes, and an even bigger surprise that she was the one who ultimately doxed me as the person behind this channel. She seemed to do it for no other reason than the simple fact that I was friends with Aiden. She went even further, fabricating outright lies and intentionally misquoting my words, only to be spread online by her friends.
LTL, nice to see you. LTL's back. Spends $10. He says, Turtle Boy, let's do another.
A few months before Aiden's arrest, Lindsay began reaching out to him, sending flirtatious text messages and photos of herself in tight-fitting Free Karen Reed t-shirts, all clearly designed to capture his attention. Her plan worked as intended. They began seeing each other, mostly under the radar. Aiden was still technically married and had very serious legal issues to contend with.
All of those instances involve criminal defendants trying to scare people from testifying through whatever means necessary. I'm not doing that. I'm also not a criminal defendant in the Karen Reed case. Like, this case is about being intimidating witnesses in the Karen Reed matter. I'm not involved in the Karen Reed matter. I'm just reporting on it. I'm not related to Karen. You know, how's it going? I'm not related to Karen Reed. I'm not speaking on her behalf. I'm not being sent by her.
There's hundreds of examples of reporters never been prosecuted or criticized even for showing up at people's sporting events, showing up at people's houses, taking video, asking tough questions. Those are the people that need the protection, Your Honor.
November 1st, 2023. Aiden's legal team asks the court to remove the no-contact order, arguing it interfered with his ability to continue reporting on the Karen Reed case. and was a violation of his First Amendment rights. However, what truly concerned me was that none of the actions Aiden was accused of, most of which I personally witnessed, seemed unlawful in any way. It was obvious that the Norfolk DA was misusing the legal system to retaliate against him. For a journalist to be arrested by the same individuals he's been exposing is a brazen abuse of power, and they didn't seem to care what anyone thought.
There's never been a prosecution like this, Your Honor, so there can't be any fair notice to this. This is behavior that is flashed across news screens all the time. Every journalist in this room probably has employed sharp tactics from time to time, getting in people's faces, showing up in people's driveways. It's not witness intimidation.
And you think a journalist can call up a witness and say, it's Turtle Boy from them Advantage Boys. Bang, 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 bang. We'll fuck any of you dogs up.
Yo, Colin, it's Turtle Boy from them Advantage Boys. Bang, 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 bang.
You think any journalist can call up a witness and say that and not have it be construed as witness intimidation or a threat?
Mr. Carney was calling a witness and satirizing his threatening video that Mr. Carney had seen.
Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, you pussy. Yeah. Clean cold, boy, you be knocked out. KO. Bang, bang.
Yo, your Advantage Boys. I will beat all your asses.
Yo, we'll fuck any of you dogs up. That was a bit. Clearly knew that I was mocking Colin's behavior. I don't even know what the Advantage Boys are. I've never listened to Colin's video. I never used terms like bang, bang. Clearly, we were mocking him.
Setting forth the language under Section 13B clearly was looking to prohibit things such as walking up to someone's front door or a storm door with a glass front is closed, but the interior door is open, from walking up to that witness's door and videotaping the interior of the house.
Judge, walking up to someone's door, knocking on the door while the camera's rolling happens all the time in journalism. And if the door's open, you're going to see inside the house. People can put up a no trespassing sign. People can keep their door shut.
At the family home of Karen Reed tonight, no comment. Anything you would like to say to the officer's family?
That's not a crime. That's not witness intimidation.
It clearly intended to prohibit an individual from chasing a state trooper across the street outside of this court with a bullhorn.
What have you done to follow up on the Ford Edge? What have you done? What have you done to follow up on that Ford Edge? Lucky
What Ford Edge?
Why did you not interview?
That's amazing. Yeah, thank you guys for I know I kept the class entertained by showing a video. Sometimes life happens like in the middle of a live stream as well. So appreciate your guys' patience and being cool about just watching the microdots thing. But I feel bad just playing it without adding commentary. But this is just fucking brilliant because it just tells you the story as plain as day.
Why did you not interview Lucky Laughlin? Why did you not interview Lucky Laughlin, sir, until my discussed?
There are other instances where he has approached people and stated online, life as you know it has changed. You won't be able to go anywhere without being photographed or followed.
This is a series of things that the government cites, just flatly cites behavior and expects a court to look at it and go, yep, that's witness intimidation.
Protect our journalists, protect first rights, First Amendment. Hey. Here he is,
All right, thanks for coming, everyone. Appreciate it.
The only reason Aiden Carney is the one on the chopping block here is because these prosecutors, these state troopers, they're lost in the fog of the battle here on the Karen Reed case. And Aiden Carney is uncovering facts that hurt them.
Is 500 feet okay with you?
No, 0 feet is okay with me.
Absolutely. Like, I want to be able to go wherever the fuck I want because I didn't fucking actually commit crimes. Like, I did what so-called real journalists didn't have the balls to do, or even the foresight to do. So yeah, no, there should be no fucking injunctions. There should be no fucking charges. None of this shit should be happening to me if I'm him. Like, now that looks like the same courthouse where Mass Accountability caught Berkey's son with a cruiser with expired inspection tags and a missing taillight well.
All right. We contend that this prosecution is pretextual, in violation of the First Amendment, and simply an excuse to seize Mr. Carney's tools of his trade, his computers, his cell phones, the things that he uses and needs as a journalist. There's no reason whatsoever for the government to be retaining these devices. Investigators in these matters, they don't work with the phones or the computers. They take what's called a mirror image of the devices. The devices themselves are never touched again. For some reason, that's not happening here, Your Honor.
I would represent to the court that grand jury proceedings are underway.
So they have convened a grand jury to indict me. What is the basis for that? They did the same thing to Karen Reed. They although they upcharged her, so that's why they moved it to Superior Court. With me, it's essentially the same crimes, unless they have some new shit that they're going to try to add, which would not surprise me at all, which makes me think there's another arrest coming. So stay tuned.
Like,
not having that,
you just think about the patience alone, how tedious it must have been just to go through footage that Microdots wanted to use to make this video. Like, I've been at the edge of my seat waiting for this to come out for it feels like months. You know, and I'm not saying, oh my God, he took too long. I'm saying this is why, because he took so much time and care into putting this video together and telling the story correctly, because it's necessary. And this is just a fraction of Aiden's case. This is the part that's over.
Equipment has not stopped Mr. Carney one single bit. He is blogging away on the internet, on a variety of different sites, on a variety of different pages, on Twitter, on YouTube, on a number of other locations as well, from my understanding. And he's going at it several hours a day.
They clearly are offended that I am not stopping, that I'm just going to keep talking. Like, they really thought that I was going to shut up, and I'm not. Obviously, I would have liked to leave here with my cell phone devices. Regardless, I will get them back eventually, and they are not going to look through them. So I guess, in a way, we're kind of right where we started prior to today. All right, guys.
That's the thing. This is what people tend to overlook. What I believe people tend to overlook is that the thing about Aiden is, like, it requires to have the ingredients to do what he's doing, not just ask the tough questions, not just approach dirty cops fearlessly, not just that type of exactly tenacity, not just that, but the tenacity to keep going, to realize they're just doing this to shut me up. They're trying to scare me to shut me up. And then to not allow it to scare them, that's a whole nother thing that even people who have the balls to fucking stick a phone in someone's face, they wouldn't have still. The balls to keep going. The balls to go, you know what? Fuck you. Do your worst. Do your worst. Let's see what you've got. And the thing about Aiden, and this is what I respect about him, is, well, one of the things, but and specifically in this case, in his case, what I respect most is it's something he feels like he has to do. He doesn't know how to not do that. He doesn't know how to not be that. He feels like it's a responsibility now. They're trying to shut me up. This goes against every principle that I have, and they're trying to shut me up. I wouldn't be able to look at myself in the fucking mirror if I caved into these fucking people. Like, that's next level shit. That's something that you either have or you don't, and most people don't.
There's Lindsay in the back, making a rare public appearance in support of Aidan. But that was about to change. Their relationship was already starting to unravel, and in exactly 11 days, it would completely fall apart.
Can we talk for a second about how fucking menacing Microdots made this woman look? This looked like something out of a fucking horror movie, bro. Look at this shit right here, dude. Like, like some shit that you'd see on Peacock. I love it.
Travel, and in exactly 11 days, it would relationship with appearance in support of Aidan. But that was about to change. Their relationship was already starting to unravel, and in exactly 11 days, it would completely fall apart.
Micronauts all made her look like she was like the 3 Men and a Baby Boy. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember when oh my god, I gotta stop eating these fucking gummies. Dude, like, do you remember the whole 3 Men and a Baby scandal? That, like, they found out there was like this ghost that got caught on camera that nobody could identify, this boy that's ominous as fuck. I remember seeing it. They showed it on TV, like on ABC one night in 1988, I think it was. And I remember like everyone was talking about it. And then like they were like, they're showing it on TV tonight. It was a big fucking event. Everybody was watching for it. And I remember seeing it and being like, holy shit. I mean, I was fucking 13. That is just so fucking funny to me that he made her look so fucking ominous, like she's a fucking apparition that was caught on camera by supernatural fucking ghost hunters and shit. I have to see it again. Like, it's so funny. Look at that shit.
Their relationship was already starting to unravel, and in exactly 11 days, it would completely fall apart.
Oh my god, like he just captured.
I have to do the show tonight.
Are you kidding me? You have to?
It's my job, Lindsay.
You can fucking put it off for a day or skip it. I'm not taking them without someone here with me. So you clearly would rather have another child than spare a few hours of your life. You're going to have a much more important job as a father of 3.
fucking microdots. Nobody has ever made a pregnancy test reveal scary like that ever. Like microdots is a pioneer, and it was perfect. Like it does, like no. That scenario, when you're aware of this story, nothing captures that shot better than that fucking music that microdots just so brilliantly threw in there, because it scared the shit out of me. I was like, ah. I've never been jump scared by a pregnancy test, even though it feels like something that would jump scare. Yes. I mean, knock on wood, bro. I've never been jump scared by a pregnancy test. I hope that's the only time that ever happens. Holy shit. Watch it one more time. Here we go. I fucking love microdot so much.
Aidan was under immense pressure, now facing 16 counts of felony witness intimidation. The married father of 2 was being told by a woman he'd been involved with, who already had 4 young children of her own, that she was pregnant. Regardless, Aidan went on his live show at 9 p.m., prioritizing his job over her demands. And Lindsay was furious.
Yes, hello, Brett. Everybody say hi to Brian Tully. I'm sorry you look like a human penis. It's really unfortunate. I'm sorry that you're going around looking for leads in light of the bad news this week. I know that Brian Tully had a bad week this week.
Multiple sources tell 25 Investigates the U.S. Attorney's Office is examining local and state law enforcement's handling of the Reed case. And 2 FBI agents have been questioning people in and around Canton and reviewing documents from the Norfolk DA's office and the Canton Police Department.
I personally, if I was in Brian Tully's position, I would be more worried about like making a deal.
The only people who followed the show more closely than Turtle Boy's fans were his enemies. Even while facing serious charges, Aidan continued to speak openly about their guilt every day. This, no doubt, enraged them and primed them to seize the opportunity coming their way.
With the feds, or, you know, who can I rat on the first here? Like, can I rat on Proctor? Who can I blame? Can I blame Morrissey?
Near the end of the show, Aidan called Lindsay out directly. Without ever saying her name, he made it clear he knew she was the one behind the Jane account.
The gummies that I get are usually like I mean, I get different flavors. I try to avoid pineapple if I can, even though I don't hate them. It's just I prefer, but you know, I like the blueberry or raspberry or strawberry ones. But as far as like strain, I prefer the hybrids. And I take usually like a 20 milligram one. So yeah.
Save them receipts. And by the way, shout out to Jane. You know who you are, Jane. You know who you are. Wasn't that hard to figure out. Okay. Anyway.
40 days prior, Lindsay had created a Twitter account with the handle Jane. She had used this account to spread negativity about Aidan.
Can we be hopeful that he will actually get?
Dude, I'm so old fashioned, bro. Like I remember when weed was just fucking weed. Like you just smoked whatever you could fucking get. Like who has weed? Call this dude. Okay, he doesn't have any. Call this dude. Whatever the fuck. You know, like nobody back in my day were like, are we doing indica? What kind of flower is it? Indica or sativa? I need something that's got more of a mellow body high, blah, blah, blah. Nobody did that shit. And nobody gave a fuck. Like either you were high or you weren't. Like that was the result of smoking weed. Either you were fucking high or you weren't. Somehow that changed. And I call bullshit on it. I call 100% bullshit on it. I don't feel any fucking different. Like it's either I'm really high or I'm kind of high or I'm not high at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I call total bullshit on that. It's weird. I just don't. Yeah, I think that's just a bunch of dumb bullshit that makes people, I'm not saying there's no difference. I'm just saying that I don't notice enough of a difference to give a fuck. All I want to do is enjoy a movie a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be more susceptible to laughter. That's it. And there's not one that doesn't do that and then one that does. It's just whatever the fuck, dude. Like, either it gets me high enough to where I laugh a lot or I don't. It's that simple. Amy Lee, welcome to Logic. Thank you so much.
Or is that just
Look at
wishful
this
thinking?
shit.
Release flattering pictures of herself, and say complimentary things about her appearance.
She's beautiful. Remember, he's the ugly one. Inside and out. Does anyone know if she's on Twitter? Very interesting. He keeps contradicting himself. He said he needs more people to donate because his bill is 6 figures.
Throughout their entire relationship, she had been living a double life, supporting and encouraging him to his face, while secretly tearing him down online. However, that night, Lindsay's darker side revealed itself, her intentions made unmistakably clear.
Karen's guilty as fuck, and I've known it for quite a while, and I had to keep biting my tongue, and you know it too. But you just keep going on.
You think Karen Reed is guilty?
I am gonna be your worst nightmare for 18 years. Your worst fucking nightmare.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a promise. It's a promise. I'm gonna be dropping off that fetal alcohol syndrome baby at your house with you and Joey. All I know is charging my fucking life.
Let's hear that one more time. And let's hear it nice and slow. Let's hear that one more time, Lindsay.
A threat?
No, it's a promise. It's a promise. I'm going to be dropping off that fetal alcohol syndrome baby at your house with you and Julie. All I know is parting my fucking life away. You can fuck yourself.
Wow.
I'm going to fucking
Thanks, Amy McCabe.
your biggest regret of your life. That's right. Remember this, Hayden. Fucking remember it. Because guess what? You think things are bad now? Hold on. Hold on for the ride of your life.
All right, what are you going to do?
I hope you fucking consider this and change your mind before it's too late, because it's not going to be pretty. And you can look back to the next 18 years and say, shit, why did I just have to go to her house for 3 hours and fucking help her out? Because I'm a selfish cunt. I'm going to fuck you so fucking hard up the ass. Just fucking watch.
While Aidan continued his broadcast on the night of December 9th, she was busy working.
Dude, that is not a stable woman, bro. That's not a stable person. That is a very, very mean-spirited individual. Someone who's just got demons struggling, bro. Shit is rough.
Behind the scenes, attempting to forge new alliances.
Like, the stress has driven her eyes away from each other, bro. Look. Just look. Like, when you are that crazy, it puts a strain on your fucking forehead and pushes your eyes away from each other. And that's the symptom, and she suffers from it. Look at that shit. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, look it up. Look it up. Okay?
Pushed Lindsay, for the first time, to reach out to 4 of Aidan's most publicly known enemies. Leah Genduso, a former Massachusetts state police trooper who was dishonorably discharged in 2018. An internal investigation revealed she had hidden her past involvement in a drug trafficking operation. She apparently still holds a grudge against Aidan, since it was his reporting that led to her firing. The women's text exchanges.
Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, yeah, I'm sure she was too fucking thrilled.
Included statements such as, "I really just am so furious and determined now to get this fool. My adrenaline and anger's been fueling me. And we'll play him at his own game." Jill Daniels, a member of the Albert family and someone Aiden had clashed with on a few occasions.
They threatened Alan Jackson the other day, and Alan Jackson, buddy.
And would again in the future.
Jill Daniels is just adorable, bro. She's just adorable.
Look who's here.
Look,
There she is.
And Catherine Peter, an individual who has made it her life's mission to take down Turtle Boy. She was already working with the Massachusetts State Police as an informant against Aiden. Her contribution had been essential in the manufacturing of his witness intimidation charges. So when a message came in from Lindsay, someone close to Aiden and ready to turn on him, it wasn't merely interesting to her.
Like the picks, like Microdot's choice of these picks is just fucking chef's kiss. On point.
Was intoxicating, irresistible, and exactly the kind of moment she had been waiting for.
And I just want to let you know that when you go back to jail, I had absolutely everything to fucking do with it because you're a dumb motherfucker.
The two women bonded over their shared hatred of Turtle Boy and instantly began plotting against him. Over the next 3 days, text messages showed a calculated plan taking shape to put Aiden in jail. But they can't do anything to him on their own. They'll need help from Aiden's more powerful enemies. Kate decides it's time to put Lindsay in touch with disreputable special prosecutor Ken Mellor, the man responsible for building the existing witness intimidation case against Aiden. He speaks to her through his burner account, safely out of reach from public records requests, and in turn he connects her with Lieutenant Brian Tully of the Massachusetts State Police. The 4-person team now assembled is prepared to conspire against their loudest critic and put him in jail. Detective Tully would have immediately recognized the rare opportunity before him. It's not every day a scorned mistress reaches out, ready to flip. Christmas, it seems, had come early. Lindsay and Tully speak and make arrangements to meet at Lindsay's apartment on December 14th.
You think Tully and Lindsay bumped uglies? You think that ever happened? Have I ever asked you guys that? I mean, I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, it's speculation, pure speculation. Anybody think that happened? I mean, like, you think Tully, like, just, like, ghosted her because she started to act crazy on him? I mean, dude, who knows, man? Like, who knows? I mean, I feel like she would have done it. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder. I feel like that would have came out by now. I feel like she would have fucking had a fucking vodka meltdown on Twitter and blasted that shit. If that would have happened. I feel like that would have happened.
December 14th. Lieutenant Tully visits Lindsay's apartment for the first time.
You think she just threw some neck, as Jimmy would put it? She just threw some neck. Is that what y'all think? Who knows, man?
He interviews her, grasping for information he can use to tie Aiden to an alleged conspiracy with Karen Reed. She told Tully about her knowledge of their communications, including their use of the Signal app and their use of an intermediary named Natalie.
Thank you.
Lindsay's phone extract.
Dude, I mean, It's weird, bro. There's totally a closet baby. Like he told Microdot's puts a layout of her apartment. Like it's so good. This is so good.
Reveals that immediately after Tully left, Lindsay and Catherine Peter had multiple calls between them. Based on that extraction, it's believed that between December 9th and 14th, the plan was finalized and set in motion to bait and trap Aiden into violating the conditions of his bail, sending him straight to jail for 90 days.
Like there's a fucking...
Hey, kid.
And Microdots is dope here in the way he tells this story because he adopts that whole subplot method, right? Like, meanwhile, while this crazy bitch is being crazy, Turtle Boy's out here getting shit done. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I totally concur with Aiden's analogy with the divorce. Like we're like, yeah, we got the house and the kids, bro. You know what I mean? Like we got like this crew is where it's at, bro, for sure. Like we got all the good ones with us. I love that shit. Sarah Be Creative, thanks for your stream last night, just showing some love. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. I still, because that's the thing, man, is I see like I don't give a fuck, man. Like I could talk about this whole bullshit of like you can't don't talk about shit beef between you and people and whatever. Like why the fuck not, you know? So I decided to make it members only content. So thanks to those who were members and watched the petty stream last night. We had fun. Yeah.
December 16th. Aiden speaks at a Karen Reed and Turtle Boy protest on the lawn of the Canton police station.
They're only doing this because I'm writing these words on the internet. And I'm going on my show and saying these things, but it's not happening in front of them. Well, that changed in June when I started showing up to court, or in May, when I started showing up to court and asking questions of people who had the audacity to go to court with their Justice for JJ Walmart buttons.
Microdot's out here with a drone and shit.
And pretend like they give a shit about John O'Keefe's family, when in fact they participated in murdering him. And I couldn't believe that no other media is going to ask these people questions. Well, I will. So I did.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was AI, but.
Show up, and I started asking them relevant questions. Well, I have rights too. And I can go to public sporting events, even if it is a high school lacrosse game, and I can walk to the top of the bleachers, and I can ask you these questions for 5 minutes and then leave voluntarily, which I did. And then I can hold a peaceful protest in your town, and I can go from door to door, standing outside for 7 minutes, explaining what the homeowners did to cover up a murder. You can do that in a free country, but they don't think you can.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm facing 9 felonies in Councton. I don't care. I'm just going to keep going. They don't scare me in the least bit because I know a year from now, I'm not going to be the one with charges on my name.
December 22nd. Aiden is indicted in Norfolk Superior Court and again attempts to lift the no-contact order, which has been hindering his ability to freely report on the Karen Reed case.
You guys been on the blog. You don't know who I am. I'm Mike Giannetti. You don't know who I am? What did he do to your son? What did he do? Why?
Enter Mike Giannetti. Now, I don't know a lot about him. I think Aiden plans on going over this video tonight too. And I don't know a lot about him, but Aiden does. I experienced a little bit of Mike Giannetti, not in person. Like I would stream some hearings early on, and he would show up, and everyone in my chat knew who he was, which was fucking hilarious. Everyone in my chat knew who he was. I had no idea who he was, and he's just like a crackhead. Just like this guy is like just another like a version of Mickey Ward's brother in The Fighter. Like this dude's just he's a crackhead who shows up wearing a fucking mask, but not wearing the mask and talking crazy shit, accusing Turtle Boy of being a skinner. It's really wild.
You're tapping, fraud, stealing, sending pictures. Change my phone number within 10 minutes. Says you can't get away from me that quick. Your girlfriend's in a red car. I gotta sleep with her.
Does he like
Turtle
you?
Boy, free Turtle Boy, nothing. He's going to jail for a long time.
Free Turtle Boy.
The feds got a 90% conviction rate.
Yeah, I mean, he has crack-induced Turtle Boy derangement syndrome, which is really wild, man. Like that's next level shit. Like there's Turtle Boy derangement syndrome just because they have it, you know, and they're all over Twitter. But this dude, like, it's crack-induced, which is fascinating. Totally fascinating. Some crackheads, they want to take apart and put back together shit. You know what I mean? Some crackheads want to fucking sit there and jerk off to porn. You know, other crackheads want to get obsessed with Turtle Boy and start fucking making up crazy fucking shit about Turtle Boy, wiretapping him and touching his kid. Fucking insane. Fucking wild shit. And then he just disappeared. Like, he just disappeared. I actually missed him. Like, every time it got to a point where he would show up and I'd be like, fucking Giannetti. Yes, here we go.
Even if he beats one of them and gets one, he's gone for a long time. You know what's going to happen to him?
This dude is Tracy Cooley gifted 5 memberships. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Yeah, Clarissa. This was very, very, this guy was a lot of fun.
I'm going to send a letter up to people I know not fuck prison. He's a skinner. He touched a boy, soccer. I have the proof on the phone.
Unreal.
Who's is on your side?
You came in asking me to set a set of release conditions that you knew Mr. Kearney wasn't going to consent to. He objected to it before in the district court. You're not giving me any authority to indicate that I have the right or the power to impose conditions on his release. I don't have to order him not to commit crimes. If he commits another crime, he'll be in front of the court on a violation notice.
I remember when Krupp said that shit. I was like, yeah, like what the fuck? You need to order him to not commit any crimes? What do you mean? Like, he knows not to commit crimes. Like, commit a crime, you go to jail. You don't need me to order him to do that.
Stand up and we fight back. Freedom of speech is under attack. We stand up and we.
My catchphrase. My catchphrase. I'm amazed. Tell him, Aiden, about me. Tell him about me, Aiden. Hey guys.
I mean, I don't know if Krupp's reasonable or not. Man, I'm really on the fence about Krupp. I know I like Doolin a lot better, but I'm on the fence about Krupp.
My catchphrase. I'm amazed how anyone gives you money. What about me, Aiden? What about my son? Listen. Yeah, what about Aiden? Tell him about me. Tell him about me. Wait, get
Like,
off.
look at these serious people here, bro. These are serious people. This is Ted Daniel. He's got a microphone. He's got a Boston 10 microphone in Tim Bradle's face here. People are trying to get an actual statement from Tim Bradle, rock star, representing Aiden in this basically a constitutional matter. And you've got this crackhead screaming and yelling, like just making a whole circus out of this.
Hands off me. Tell him about me, Aiden. Tell him about me. Tell him about the.
There's no conditions of release. There's no nothing. It's a straight personal recognizance. The most lenient release determination.
I remember streaming this live. Like, I remember Tom was right there and he was streaming it. And I would stream Tom's stream. So Tom was right there. I remember that.
You could possibly get.
So those conditions that had been at the district court are now gone.
They're gone, correct.
It was a small but significant victory for Aiden. The no-contact order was lifted, allowing him to report without restrictions, and the charges related to Julie Albert were dropped. However, new charges were simultaneously added, this time from Brian Albert and Trooper Boo Kennick. Aiden was now facing felony witness intimidation charges involving 9 individuals, each carrying potential penalties of more than a decade in prison. But what he had no way of knowing at the time was that the final pieces were being moved into place to completely and utterly destroy him. Later that same day, after the hearing, Brian Tully went to Lindsay's apartment for the second time. He brought with him a falsified grand jury summons, stating that Lindsay was required to appear and testify as a witness 2 days after Christmas. It was the ultimate honeypot, guaranteed to command
Randall.
Aiden's attention.
Thank you,
Nothing
Cat
could be
Randall.
more alluring than inside information about their plans to take him down. It was an offer he simply could not refuse.
Hey, it's me. I'm really scared. Tully came to my house and dropped off a grand jury summons. I don't know what any of this means.
No, this
and,
shit.
I'm really sorry I betrayed you. I had a lot on my mind. Come over tomorrow night. I'll show you everything. We need to get on the same page.
Now, the crazy thing about all this is all fact. Like, all of these things were said. Those are her words. She said that shit. It's a remake.
At around 8 p.m.,
I'm pretty sure it's him using an AI voice to read a text message.
Aiden got into his 2023 Lexus RX 350 and started the hour's drive to Lindsay's apartment in Medfield, Mass. He arrives at 9 p.m. and parks his vehicle in the first spot in the rear of the parking lot. He exits, then walks across to the front entrance of the complex.
This shit is just so dope.
Built in 2022, the Aura luxury apartment building contains 4 floors, with a total of 56 units, with sizes ranging from 1 to 3 bedrooms.
How does she afford that? Doesn't she not work? And I love how Microdots like introduced that, like as if to like sell the place. Like Aurora luxury apartments. Like, this is amazing. How does she afford that?
Residents enjoy access to premium amenities, including an entertainment lounge, a state-of-the-art fitness center, a yoga studio, gas grills, and fire pits. Lindsay greeted Aiden.
Bro. A yoga studio and a state-of-the-art gym, bro. You know how fucking annoying that shit is?
In this location momentarily. before deciding to move to the more private conference room next door. The two spoke for approximately 90 minutes. She showed him the fake grand jury summons. She confessed that out of anger she had turned to Kate Peter, who pushed her toward Brian Tully and Ken Mello. She said that she was frightened when Tully demanded her phone, pressured her to face the grand jury, and insisted she didn't need a lawyer. Aiden told her that she did.
I mean, there's a conference room here. Like,
she expressed deep regret, saying she'd made a big mistake. However, she wouldn't let Aiden see her phone just yet. At approximately 10:45, while Aiden waits in the conference room, Lindsay excuses herself to the nearby ladies' restroom, where she sends a text message to Ken Mello, warning him not to call or text because Aiden will be looking through her phone. Special Prosecutor Ken Mello receives the message and immediately calls Lieutenant Detective Brian Tully. They lightly acknowledged that the big moment was approaching and that both should remain on standby. They were in for a long night,
look
but
at
nothing.
He's got Mello. He's got Mello living like a fucking bum. He's got Mello living like Paulie from Rocky. That shit is so funny to me. I don't need this. I don't need this. What are you calling me for? I don't need this. This, you bum. I gotta watch.
Thing was more important than taking Turtle Boy down. The trap was set. Now they wait. Lindsay's been gone too long. Aiden is expecting her back in the conference room. It's time to get onto the next crucial stage of the plan. Lure Aiden into her apartment. Stay focused. You can do this.
He's got back
Lindsay
hair on him.
exits
That's what I
the
love
restroom
about it.
and walks back
Yeah,
into the conference room.
Back hair.
Almost instantly, her phone lit up with calls from her son, awake, pleading for her to return. Aiden would later say he believed this was staged, an excuse to get him into the apartment. Aiden had insisted they meet in a public area of the building for his own safety, but the temptation to read Lindsay's private messages with police about him was too strong to resist. At 11 p.m., together they left the conference room and walked up the main corridor, past the lobby, to Lindsay's unit.
Lindsay's unit.
This is an exact model of Lindsay's apartment, Unit 107, made from architectural floor plans and verified by Aiden. Lindsay and her 4 young children live here together. The front entrance is located here.
Bro, look at that
In
fucking...
the first bedroom, one child is asleep.
Yo, look at those digs, bro. The fuck?
As were 2 other children, in the bedroom next door. In a third room intended to be a walk-in closet is the baby.
Wow, bro.
Widely known to fans of Turtle Boy as Closet Baby. Closet.
Hold on, I gotta see where it is. Look at that.
In a third room intended to be a walk-in closet is the baby.
Look at that shit right there, bro. So you go in the front door. Like, you know how fucking dangerous that is, bro? And her bedroom is over here, right? You know how fucking irresponsible that is to have this baby in a walk-in closet right next to the front door. Somebody could just walk in. She could be fucking hammered on a fucking vodka bender, and somebody could just walk in and fucking take the baby from the closet, bro. Like, that is so horrible.
Widely known to fans of Turtle Boy as Closet Baby.
It's so funny.
Aiden and Lindsay proceed directly to the living room.
widely known to Turtle Boy fans as Closet Baby.
They began the slow process of combing through messages on Lindsay's phone. She refused to let him take pictures or screenshots, but permitted him to jot down notes as she revealed what was on the screen.
Why?
Aidan was stunned by what he saw, shocked not only by the contents of the messages, but also by the sheer volume. And then Lindsay did something manipulative.
Oh, shit.
Everything gonna be alright this morning. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That Mr. Hyde juice.
My another sound will be the greatest man alive. But now, man,
Like, I'm telling you. Someone like Lindsay Gattani, who drinks and gets the way she does when she drinks, someone's going to get hurt. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. She's the kind of person, I've seen it. She's clearly the kind of person that if she doesn't get help, she doesn't change the path that she's on, somebody's really going to get fucking hurt. She's a dangerous person.
2:30 a.m. they had finished going over Lindsay's messages. Aidan had just seen hard evidence of total betrayal. He had Lindsay's confession laced with remorse. He had suspected her for weeks, but the contents of her phone told the story in detail. But not the whole story. She, of course, withheld that Brian Tully had issued her a fake grand jury summons to get him inside her apartment. Then she could accuse him of almost anything that would trigger a parole violation. And she failed to tell Aidan that the second he stepped foot in her apartment, his fate was sealed. Yet, Aidan wasn't angry. He later said he felt sorry for her, even offering to pay for her attorney, believing that her cooperation could strengthen his case. He had believed that she was truly sorry. For the past 3.5 hours, Aidan had been taking detailed notes, filling many pages of his notebook. Him and Lindsay then moved to the master bedroom, where they were intimate for the next 30 minutes.
Where Lindsay saw Aidan's unit.
Afterward, at 3 a.m., Aidan said he wanted to go home. The remark ignited fury in Lindsay. She told him she had taken the abortion pills. It was a tactic, a way to force Aidan to stay the night. She told him the pills were like giving birth, and that she couldn't possibly be left alone. However, Aidan was 99% sure at this point that she was lying about her pregnancy. He had already figured out that the photo of the positive tests she sent was taken before she met him.
That was so
and
gross.
Her story kept changing.
What a nice touch that was to put all that mold developing on the pregnancy test, just make it seem so fucking gross. because it's a lie.
So he insisted on leaving. In response, she rushed into the living room, tore out the pages of notes Aidan had taken and hid them in her shirt. She refused to hand them back until morning, only after he had spent the night. It is at this moment that Aidan sensed danger. Lindsay was spiraling. He made her aware that he would start recording their conversation. These are excerpts of that recording. Be warned, this is going to be difficult to listen to. You will hear Lindsay have what can only be described as a nervous breakdown. But please remember, she's pretending to be pregnant and lying about taking abortion pills, while she's begging him to stay over, while also setting him up to go to jail.
I'm still recording.
Yeah, I know. You know, leaving me after I took these pills after you lied to my face just now, to try to walk out now, you realize I'm a mandated reporter, right? You want to fuck with me with my health and make me sit here and do this alone? When all you have to do for 3 hours is just sit here? Fuck you. I'll fucking play your game, even. All you have to fucking do was you lie.
Dude, I just fucking can't, bro. Like, I would have just walked out. Like, I would have just walked out. I can't. I can't.
All you have to do is sit there. But for some reason, you have to fucking get going at 3 a.m. I wonder why. Because you're a fucking liar and a user. No, you're a liar and a user. You just stood there and said, okay, I'll stay. And then as soon as I put them in my mouth, you fucking do this shit. You're a fucking psychopath. You're deranged. Something wrong with you.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's such a fucking crazy situation for him. I mean, I would imagine he felt that his best option, and I understand that. I'm not faulting him for staying and recording her and getting all of this. This is good that he recorded her. I'm saying, I don't know. Like, I feel like I would have just walked out. But the thing is like, maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't have. I don't know. Because when you think about the circumstances involved, you have, you know, this woman who is, you're still trying to assess whether or not she's lying about being pregnant. You're still trying to assess this. She has 4 other children. He's a father. He has paternal instincts that are just going to kick in. And so I get that. You know what I mean? So he probably just felt like the best thing to do was try to wait it out, try to keep her as calm as possible, and just wait it out and try to go home as soon as you can. Just try to leave as soon as you can get it as chill as you can. Because there's 4 kids in the house. One of them's in a fucking closet, and it's just an unhealthy situation. And maybe he felt responsible, a responsibility to stay. I can understand that, but just thinking about somebody yelling at me like that, I can't. I'm so fucking over that. I can't handle that.
You weren't built right. You were born with something with your wiring fucking off that makes you a fucking psycho. You're psychotic. No fucking man acts this way. No man thinks his whole life is an online world with fucking online fucking people that don't shoot. You literally think that that's the whole world. Like, because you're a dweeb. Because no girl ever fucking wanted you. And that's life is an online world with fucking online fucking people that don't shoot. You literally think that that's the whole world. Like, because you're a dweeb. Because no girl ever fucking wanted you. And guess what? The only fucking reason anyone pays any attention to you is because you're fucking stupid ass shut. Otherwise, nobody will look twice. No, I fucking wasn't.
At this point, Aiden noticed Lindsay discreetly making a phone call.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, this all started with her fucking sending him pics wearing his fucking merch, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. She's doing it and she's trying to look cute doing it, and she's trying to and it's a way to be I guess harmless and adorably possessive a little bit. You know what I mean? That's the game, I think you're so awesome and I'm wearing your merch, and how cute do I look wearing it? You know what I mean? It's just yeah. And so nobody fucking believes for a second that she wasn't a fan of the show. Like, what she's doing is just trying to be as insulting and nasty to him as she can be. She's finding any way that she can to rile him up. She's trying to make him angry. She's trying to elicit an emotional response from him by just taking digs at him. At one point, she brings up his mother.
It's approximately 3:30 a.m. It would later be revealed that she was contacting Brian Tully and Ken Mello, allowing them to listen in on what was happening.
Look at Mello, bro.
What are you going to try to do? Are you going to try to...
Look at Mello. Oh, I don't need this.
What are you going to try to do? Are you going to try to frame me for
I don't
something?
need this.
Are you going to try to pull some bullshit like I hit you or something? Is that what you're trying to do right now?
But you did hit me, Aiden. That's what she would have said if he had laid a hand on her. She would claim to police that he
Right.
became violent, leading to a domestic assault and battery charge. But there was absolutely no evidence of that, and those charges were later dropped.
Who are you calling? Who are you calling?
You just promised me if I took those. You just promised me. No, there's a fucking one fucking tiny piece, you know. I fucking took the majority of them. They're all gone, and you're gonna fucking do this to me. You're gonna fucking leave me in case something happens. You're gonna fucking walk up. Are you serious?
What's going to happen?
Lindsay is furious that Aiden wants to leave, insisting she can't be alone while taking the abortion pills. Though the pregnancy was a ruse and she knew it, her emotional reaction seems driven less by the lie itself and more by feeling abandoned. In her mind, his decision to leave is real, even if the pregnancy isn't. Although she has betrayed him, it seems her biggest fear is being alone.
Dude, anyone who ruins Christmas is a fucking asshole. Okay? Like that's official. You have to work off that label, that brand on you. You're going to have to work that shit off with a lot of good shit because like that's it. You are automatically labeled a fucking asshole if you ruin Christmas for people. Like, period.
All right. Well, I got to get going.
You can't fucking leave me. I'm gonna fucking, like, you don't understand. It's literally like giving birth. I can't be alone.
I did not sign up for this.
You told me to fucking take it.
I certainly did
You told me you did.
I certainly did not.
I said I'm taking them. You said I'll say that you take them. Don't say that you did it. Don't say that you did it. Don't say that you did it. You said you would. Don't say that you did it. Don't say that you did it. I'll give it to you after.
Aiden asked her to hand over the pages she'd torn from the notebook, but she refused, insisting she'd only give them to him after he stayed the night. According to Aiden, she even positioned herself in front of the door, blocking his exit.
Don't say that you did it because you're proving to me right now. You're just trying to walk out. I can't be alone. I will give it to you after.
I will stay for a little while longer. Did you give it to
I will. No, I don't trust you now. You just tried to leave and walk out the door.
I mean,
I'll give it to you
listen,
after.
I'm no mental health professional of any kind, but I do have psychological theories from time to time. And it's one of the things we cover at the Glare Institute of Law and Stuff. That's some of the stuff. And human behavior is in there. And that just comes from years of knowing people, being on this planet for half a century and living a pretty interesting life. And this person, what the vibe I'm getting from her is that she has 4 kids, I think all by different fathers. Maybe 2 of them are by the same dad or something like that. I can't remember exactly what that was, but this is somebody who has an issue with feeling used, but needs to feel that way. She needs to feel degraded sexually, but has real issues with it. And the issue is with herself. She just can't figure out why she's like this. That's just my theory. This is someone who is like, because what you're looking at here and what you're listening to is all she's trying to do is manipulate Aiden into sleeping over with her. All she wants is company for the night. That's not her kids. She doesn't want to feel like a used fucking trash bag, and where the dude who just burned her down is in the bedroom is going to take off for the night at 3 a.m. and go be with his kids by another woman for Christmas. This bothers her. She knows she's a side piece. She hates herself for being a side piece. And she's just pissed off at herself for the type of existence that she has created for herself. And she's melting down.
You believe it? No, I'm not doing that game. You're not playing a game with me because you just lied to my face.
What are you gonna do
You
about
just fucking lied to my face. This is fucking part of you too. What? I shouldn't have to fucking go through this alone. You just don't want to fucking take responsibility.
I mean,
for your part.
that's the thing, is I see people saying it's bipolar disorder in the chat. I won't go that far where I'll try to diagnose somebody with something. You know what I mean? At most, you'll hear me say stuff like, it looks like the symptoms of what I know bipolar disorder symptoms would be. That's the most I will go, because I just don't think it's responsible to not be a mental health professional and start fucking throwing diagnoses out fucking around. You know, I've just never thought that was responsible. So I don't do that. But she's definitely someone who is off. She's definitely someone who has serious problems managing her emotions, and whatever reasons those are, I don't know. But I'm just saying, it seems like she is just not dealing with the type of person she's chosen to be, the path that she's chosen to take with herself. And she doesn't like being this person that Aiden is not emotionally attached to. It's purely physical, clearly, and she is pissed off about it.
I have to fucking go through this now, and fucking I'm gonna be alone with 4 kids. I have no one at all to fucking be here with me.
You're I'm not convinced you're pregnant. Liar. You're a pathological liar.
You're a pathological liar. You just lied to my face, and then you tried to say that you didn't. So you said you did. You're a pathological liar.
Like, this is interesting, because this is quite a tell. She doesn't defend herself. She's not even offended at Aiden accusing her of lying about being pregnant. She's pissed off that he's calling her out for it, but she's not upset. She's not hurt. Like, a woman in that position would feel hurt and go, how can you fucking sit there and say that? Like, I'm pregnant with your fucking child, and this is how you choose to, you have the audacity to stand here in my house and tell me that I don't know my body and that I didn't go and take this test and blah, 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 blah. She's not defending this at all. What she's doing is going on the offense and calling him a liar. So basically saying, oh, I'm a liar. What about you? You're a liar. You just lied to my face, blah, 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 blah. No defense over this accusation that, and I mean, it's a valid accusation, clearly. And it worked out. I don't know if Aiden caught it that way. I don't think I ever did until just now. But, and I've heard this recording a dozen times. So, but it's interesting how he flat out accuses her of lying about being pregnant. I don't think you're pregnant, and I think that you're a pathological liar. And then her immediate response is to accuse him of lying and being a liar. This is not someone who is hurt because the man who she loves just got her pregnant and doesn't seem to care. Let's listen to that one more time.
You're I'm not convinced you're pregnant.
Shut the fuck up!
Show me the ultrasound. Well, I think you're a liar. You're a pathological liar.
I'm not a fucking, you're a pathological liar. You just lied in my face and then you tried to say that you didn't say you were saying you did. You're a pathological liar. You are.
Like, she's just trying to turn, she's desperately trying to turn the tables. She spoke nothing but incoherently right there. She panicked because he faced her with the fact that she's lying and that she can't help but fucking lie.
You project everything onto everybody else. That's what you do on your show every day. Every fucking day. Like, all you have to do is fucking sit up, put on your show, or I'll go with you in the room. You don't have to fucking talk to me or do anything. I'm not asking anything else from you other than just to be a body here, please.
Fine. Give me the fucking piece of
I'll give it to you after. I have no reason to fucking, that's the only fucking reason I fucking care is because I don't want to be alone with this, because I have 4 kids and I can't be alone with this. I'm gonna take all my kids with me in the car and drive to your fucking house and sit in your driveway and let it happen in 3 hours in your driveway. You're gonna fucking do this to me. I'll wake up all my kids right now. Driving. Cole, wake up. Guys, wake up. No, you're doing this to me. You're doing this to me. You just promised. You just
Like,
you're not gonna
this is wild that he, like, that Microdots reenacted this in AI. Like, this didn't actually happen, but this is what she was threatening to do, which was wake up her kids and put them in the car.
Stop it.
Lie down. Lie down. What are you taking? Stop it. You're waking up your children.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna wake up anyways. I might as well get some fucking hold them while I can because I'm not gonna be able to drive in the next fucking hour.
Like, you can't drive right now.
You just promised me. You don't do that to people. You just promised.
I'll make a deal with you right now.
No, I'm not giving the paper back first. It's not happening. I'll give it to you after. You really want to do this to me? You really want to fucking do this to me? Guess what? If I fucking crash down on the way there because I'm fucking having kid crashes to document to you, and I will stay in front of me and I will tell Julie everything.
This is child abuse.
No, what you're doing is abuse. What you're forcing me to take those things you're going to stay with me and help me. That's abuse. That's abuse what you just said to me. You need to fucking stay to your word because that's not that's fucked up what you just
Okay.
You need to fucking stop doing this to me.
To go back to bed. He needs to get to bed. Put that boy back in bed right now. You heard me? Put that boy back in bed right now. This is not good for you.
Yeah, you're damn fucking right. It's not. You're damn fucking.
Now Aiden is he's adamant here. He's doing what any man in that situation should absolutely do, which is, okay, there's a kid now, and this kid doesn't need to be seeing this, doesn't need to be a part of this, doesn't need to be dragged into this. You need to put this baby back in bed right now. And he knows that it's probably the best thing for him to not pick up this child and put the baby in the bed, but because God knows what she'll accuse him of. So he's trying to reason with her and say, you need to pick this baby up and put this baby back in bed right now. Like, this is not okay. What you're doing is way out of line.
You need to stop doing this to me. It's abuse what you're doing right now.
Like, it amazes me that she has the audacity to be so loud on Twitter after everything. Like, it's so crazy to me that she just does that.
As Aidan walked down the hallway to leave, drained and unaware, The course of reality had already splintered. The world outside had changed. The plan had worked. The accusations, scandal, and confinement were now inevitable. In a matter of hours, it would all come crashing down on him. He just didn't know it yet. All he wanted in this moment was to go home.
Like, it's true, dude. People don't, for as much as people talk about men being narcissists, like, people don't address the problem of women narcissists enough. Because the difference is, man, is when you have a female narcissist, like, there's always somebody that they can victimize. There's always some dude out there willing to put up with their shit. That's not always the case with men. Men have to, like, manipulate their shit, you know, but with a woman, like, there's no limit to, like, who's going to stop Lindsay from being Lindsay? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to stop her from being Lindsay? You know, like, a man can absolutely hit rock bottom and be like, you know, fuck, like, I need to change, you know? Now, I'm not saying a woman wouldn't be capable of that, but I'm saying a woman is less likely to do that because there's always going to be some fucking dude who's thinking with his dick who is going to fucking want to be part of that. Like, I mean, there's always going to be a Grant Smith Ellis for a Lindsay Gattani. You see what I'm saying? There's always going to be that. You know? So that's what, especially if you're physically attractive like she is, especially if she's a fucking freak in bed, as I imagine she is based on her text messages. I mean, as much as I imagine how, like, sexually fucking enlightened this woman probably is, she's always going to have somebody to victimize. Always. Someone to enable her. Someone to bail her out of shit. Like, think about that. Like, yeah, I mean, I joke about like her eyes being too far apart because that's like not even a thing that's like fucking makes somebody actually unattractive. That's stupid, silly nitpicking out of, that's just me being funny. That's all. Or attempting to anyway. But no, like, the thing is about Lindsay, I've said this before, and I know a lot of people don't like hearing it, but the fact is Lindsay's fucking hot, dude. I don't blame Aiden at all. Like, that can be very fucking intoxicating when a woman is like, Aiden is fresh in getting this huge following, and this woman, like, his marriage is on the rocks, and this woman is just shows up and is just aggressive enough, and it was the perfect cocktail of I totally get it. All I'm saying is I understand Aiden's perspective on all of this. I understand his position in all of this. I can relate to it. I absolutely understand it. Now the thing is though, I'm so fucking scarred, bro, that like at my age, I'm too scared. Like I feel like I would have spotted the crazy pretty quick, and then I would have fucked off a lot earlier. But I have been in that position. I totally get Aiden's, like I'm sure he knows better now, but that happens to us all. Like, like you haven't experienced women fully unless you've experienced a Lindsay Gattani at one point in your life, at least once, to some degree. Like this is a little different because he's so high profile and now everything is just so fucking public. You know what I mean? That's different. But I mean, dude, yeah, crazy happens, dude. It happens, and I'm fucking scared shitless of it.
Like, are you gonna open your fucking eyes and ever see this shit? Open your fucking eyes and ever see this shit. Open your fucking eyes and ever see this shit.
Listen, this is gonna sound like the shallowest shit in the world, okay? But I'll tell you the fucking truth. The fucking truth is that typically a woman who is that wild sexually and that open sexually, that comfortable with herself sexually, is probably going to come with some mental issues. It's just what happens. It's just what happens. It's not always the case, but it is pretty typical. It's a fair thing. Like when people say, "Oh, well, crazy just fucks better." Like that's too general. That's too generalizing in my opinion, but it's a pretty typical thing. It is a pretty typical thing because, like a lot of times women go there because they have deep-rooted issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes those girls are aware of it and they'll start to flip and then they'll be like whatever, I'm just being a fucking bitch right now, give me fucking 5 minutes and just don't fucking say a word. Okay, like that's cool, but that's so rare. It's just so rare where like it. I mean, listen, again, people like, I'm gonna piss a lot of women off, but one of my favorite Jack Nicholson lines of all time, and I can't remember which movie it was. I think it was As Good as It Gets. I think. And he's an author. He's a novelist. And this woman says to him, "Man, I love your work. Oh my God." And she's like, "You write women so well. What is your secret to understanding women so you can write them as well as you do?" And he goes like this: "I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability." And I'm like, the reason why that's funny is because there's a lot of truth to it. And a lot of it just has to do with a lot of it. It's just, the thing is women don't have the same consequences men do. Like women don't, like, there's no line, because like I said, there's always going to be someone who's going to enable them and make an excuse for them, especially if they're attractive. You know what I'm saying? So you got crazy, good in bed, and hot. Like there's no remedying that. You know what I mean? Like there's no line. Like, do you guys remember that? Like, I don't think it was his first one, but one of Bill Burr's earliest stand-ups was, I think it was called Why Do I Do This? Fucking great. Fucking great. Hilarious. And he was like, dude, like there's, and I mean, it's true. He's like, you women, there's no line, dude. There's no line. Like with a man, if I cross the line and I get blasted in the face for crossing the line, it's totally acceptable. You can't do that to women. Don't ever do that. But the fact of the matter is when it comes to crazy, hot, good in bed, there's always going to be somebody to enable them, and they're never going to find that line, you know? Like, and that's what makes women like that so fucking dangerous, dude. Women like Lindsay Gattani are super fucking dangerous, dude. And then she traps you with a kid. Dude, my son is 25 years old. The peace that I have, we have an amazing relationship. Just like a week ago, we FaceTimed for like a couple of hours, just talking. Like, he's just a great, awesome young man, you know? But I got to tell you, man, when you get like, you know, we're like past the storm, you know what I mean? Because me and his mom did not get along. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but it was a nightmare having a kid with her, you know? It absolutely was. You know, I'm not going to get into too much of details of that, but it absolutely was. And you get, man, I'm trying to tell you, you get trapped in a kid situation with somebody like a Lindsay Gattani. Fuck. Yeah, that's bad, dude. Like, imagine that, and you have no power. Like, imagine, I can only imagine what the father of the closet baby feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows his baby's living in a closet. There's nothing he could fucking do. You know? Like, that's crazy.
This is Christina from Lexus Roadside Assistance. We've detected a collision. Are you okay?
Medfield Police, how can I assist?
This is Lieutenant Tully of the Mass State Police. I need to report a crime that occurred last night in Medfield.
We're just getting word that Aidan Kearney, also known as Turtle Boy, is wanted for questioning regarding a domestic incident that occurred last night at the home of a woman he is allegedly romantically involved with.
I love how Mike Erdots just has Tully living fucking large based on knowing what his salary is. Like,
his whereabouts remain unknown, and repeated attempts to reach him for comment have been unsuccessful.
Yeah, Tully's the one who reported it.
Are you born king to save our finest gifts we bring?
The controversial blogger was arrested Tuesday and charged with assault and battery of a member of a household and intimidation of a witness. Prosecutors say that he shoved his ex-girlfriend, who was a witness in the ongoing murder investigation.
Like, mainstream media will report when Turtle Boy bad, but never when he has a win.
Of Boston police officer John O'Keefe.
Aidan Kearney's lawyer calling the judge's decision disgusting. Tonight, the well-known blogger will not be going home, instead heading to the House of Corrections. This is the moment the blogger known as Turtle Boy walked out of the courthouse in shackles. Kearney is charged with intimidating a witness and assault and battery on a household member. Kearney's lawyer says the allegations are lies, saying the woman claimed to be pregnant and asked Kearney to come over while she took an abortion pill.
Finger Blast Fridays. Hell yeah. Yeah, man.
If only there was a cost-effective way to deter burglars. Now there is. Introducing Microdots.
From an account a lot of people are watching right now on YouTube called Microdots.
I don't know if they're content creators. I don't know what they would be considered.
Microdots is a fucking force, bro. Fuck yeah.
We rely on Microdots every day.
Damn right.
And so should you.
A little piece of paper and told us to put it on our tent. 45 minutes later, I thought I lost my mind.
Where does he come up with this shit?
Microdots go to the next level.
And knew this case inside and out.
Yeah, so Microdots is who he was talking about.
I didn't realize it until I watched that Microdots thing, and I would recommend that for entertainment tonight. Actually, if you're not doing anything, everybody should watch that.
The waterfall video of chickens flipping out at the bar. He's on Efron working up.
Because Microdots has that scent.
Microdots was a total game changer.
Because I'll tell you one thing. The defense likes Microdots. They fucking hired him. You know why? Because he's impressive.
You had 2-bedroom windows on the left side of the house that were facing the front lawn where Mr. O'Keefe's body was found, correct?
Yes.
And he brings shit. He does useful shit. Okay? He comes up, he makes useful fucking devices. They used his shit throughout the fucking trial.
When he did that one video, and I know you're watching, so you get your flowers here.
There's some video that came out, Microdots.
I know all about
so
you.
funny. That was during a fundraiser. And like right here, he's saying, I don't do that. Talking about doing panels, jumping on people's panels.
There's some video that came out, Microdots.
I know all about you.
Awesome video by Microdots. So good.
Hi.
It's so good.
Wow, one of my good friends, Microdots, actually made an amazing recreation of this video.
Nice. What's up, Microdots, dude? Your videos.
Hell
Oh
yeah,
my
dude.
god. I touch myself to those at night, just so you know.
Alan Jackson, King Richie each month.
Yo, Microdots is quick, yo.
One of the things that a very dear friend of mine and yours did for us.
This is Richie from Microdots, made this.
Yeah, Richie Keogh.
Like, yeah, this dude got fucking microdotted. Wicked. Hell yeah. Fucking Microdots, bro. Now, Yeah, man. Fucking amazing. Now, I want to talk about something else before we end this. We have to talk about this before we wrap this up.
A former police officer accused of killing a young woman and staging her death to look like a suicide has been hit with a new charge.
That's Matthew Farwell. He was already facing a federal charge for the death of Sandra Birchmore, but the new accusation involves the unborn child Birchmore was carrying when she died. Ryan Kath of the NBC 10 Investigators is on it. He joins us in studio with more. Ryan.
And the stakes are high in this case. Farwell could receive the death penalty if he's found guilty in the case. Prosecutors say just weeks after Birchmore told the former police detective he was the father of her unborn child, she was dead. Farwell met Birchmore when he was the leader of a youth explorers program at the Stoughton Police Department. He's accused of grooming Birchmore and having sex with her when she was as young as just 15 years old. Police found the 23-year-old dead inside her Canton apartment in 2021. It wasn't until 3 years later that the FBI arrested Farwell, accusing him of killing Birchmore and staging her death to look like a suicide. The new charge relates to a federal law that protects unborn children. We asked our NBC 10 legal expert about the timing of adding this new charge so many months later.
This is not a new development. So the idea may be that they're trying to put additional pressure on him to plead to the original charges or to this charge as well in order to save his life or in order to get a more beneficial arrangement.
Reached out to Farwell's attorneys and are awaiting a response. His case is currently scheduled for trial next October. Ryan Kath, NBC 10 Investigators.
Yeah, I want him to just plea guilty and that's it. Lock him up, make sure he never sees the light of day again, make him somebody's fucking girlfriend. Awesome. Fuck that guy. But I mean, so that's a good development. Basically they're saying that this is probably and this we saw this with Chris Watts and not they were going to take the death penalty off the table if he pled guilty. And this is probably a tactic to get him to do that. It's a little bit different because they're adding a charge with the unborn child. And so it's a little bit different, but it's good. I want to see them. And again, that's what they want. They want that. This is what the feds do. This is how the feds get convictions. This is how the feds get shit done. So hopefully that's what happens. And he just pleads guilty and goes to jail. And then hopefully a bunch of other people will be, I hope the investigation is investigated as much as what happened to him. I mean, I just don't see how the FBI could have conducted their own investigation. I don't see how the DOJ and the FBI could have conducted their own investigation without finding the mistakes in the original investigation. And I don't imagine that they're going to find them to be mistakes. So I would like to see it. The question is can they prove them? That's the question. Is will we see those charges happen? And the only logical thing to conclude is if we don't, it's simply because they don't have enough to prove in a court of law that that the investigation had that the investigation was nefarious. I want to see Fanning go down. I want to see Lank go down. I want to see Guarino go down. All of those shit bags. So hold on, let me do this. All right. I'll take one or two calls before we wrap this up and head over to Aiden's stream. I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to see tonight. I may not be in that chat much tonight. But I'll try and stop in there. I just have other shit going on. But the phone lines are open. I'll take one or two. Here we go.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Galera.
What's Dina?
Hello, my favorite.
What's up, Dina? How are we doing?
Nothing. I'm doing excellent, but great stream last night and great show tonight.
Oh,
you
thanks.
Just keep on killing it, dude. Everybody's behind you, and we just adore you, Galera. We
Thanks.
do.
Appreciate it. And yeah, man, like no, the real hero of this stream is Microdots. Absolutely.
Oh my,
he's amazing.
Richie is so freaking amazing. I love when his videos drop. I really do.
Yeah.
And he'll get millions of views on that. He really will. But I want to say one thing. You better have your ass in Boston on December 5th. No excuses.
Oh, I'm gonna try, but no, I mean, yeah, like I don't like to complain and put my shit out there too much. It's just, life happens. I have every intention of going out there, but I'm not as sure as I was a couple weeks ago, basically. So
okay, well,
life just
I know
happens,
you'll try your best.
But if I can make it, I will. I will absolutely.
Yep. And I want to just remind everyone, I am like pumping this. I want to see everybody out there. I'm going to go on December 5th at 9 in the morning. I'm going to pick up Dunkin's coffee, so there'll be coffee down there. I'm going to do morning prayer. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. There's no buffer zone. I want to see everybody pack that place because this is so important.
This is a big hearing, man. I have all the Turtle Boy hearings that I ever wanted to attend. This is the one I really want to. And I know there's going to be a lot of people out there to support them, rain or shine. They'll be out there.
We'll definitely all be out there and dress accordingly because we are not going to get into that small ass courtroom. They're probably going to let like 8 people in there. And so we're all going to hang out like the old days and get that vibe back of what the fuck we're all supposed to be doing out there. And that's stopping this big wheel of corruption.
I love it.
So let's show forth. All right. I'm going to let someone else call, but I adore you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Fuck everybody else. We love you, Galera.
Thanks, Dina. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good night, my friend.
Bye, Dina. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Miss Lily, I appreciate you. Always be who you will. God bless you. I will do my best. I don't know how to be anyone else. Thanks so much.
Call from.
Robert.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, Will Clara. This is Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
Hello, Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. It's a pleasure to have you as always.
Pleasure to be on the presentation.
It's a pleasure. The presentation is always a pleasure to have you on it, sir.
Yeah, well, I got a bit of a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you remember last time I called, you were giving me advice about Tinderbox dating.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
how's that going?
Well, I tried all the things you told me to do, and it didn't work out so well.
They didn't work.
No, I got a Shirley Temple thrown in my face one time.
A Shirley Temple thrown in your face? Why are you dating people who order Shirley Temples?
Well, they're probably also of advanced age, I would guess.
That's no, that's any woman who orders a Shirley Temple's not going to put out, dude. It's not going to happen. Yeah, you got to go. I feel like at your age, you might have to settle for a lady who enjoys the drink. You know what I mean? You might have to settle for that at your age, Kasi.
Well, I don't disagree on that. Maybe, but I can't even get it to the point where we order a highball. based on your recommendations, I didn't even get, we didn't even get to a main course here or even appetizers.
Okay, so what happened? What got the Shirley Temple thrown in your face?
Well, you told me a few things. You said, first of all, she better be big in the behind, right?
Right.
And
did you compliment?
Well,
did you compliment her on her tuchus?
I did. Well, see, that's the problem.
That's the problem, and that got a Shirley Temple thrown in your face.
Well, not only that. I mean, you told me some other stuff too. I can't remember what it was.
Tell me exactly what happened. Tell me exactly what happened. Like,
well, we
pump the brakes on blaming me and just tell me what happened.
Well, we met at the senior center for a spaghetti, potluck dinner.
How's it a potluck dinner if there's spaghetti and that's what you know is there? Is it a potluck?
Well, there was spaghetti there, Will. I mean, what are you going to split hairs with me all night? I'm doing the best I can here.
Come on, man. Let's go.
All right. So, anyways, I said, nice tuchus, like you said.
Okay.
And she turned around, she spilled spaghetti on my lap and threw a Shirley Temple at me. I mean, and I'm like, well, I'll try this again. So I went back home and swiped left, right, and in between, and got another date set up. And
okay,
this time we went to Bennigan's. I think it was Bennigan's.
Okay, Bennigan's. Are there still Bennigan's?
I don't know, Blair. That's the only one I could think of at the time. It was something like Bennigan's. Maybe it was Friendly.
Okay.
And same thing. Nice derriere, nice tuchus.
Right.
And she threw a tuna melt on my lap, and
she threw a tuna melt on your lap. Okay, so we're having Shirley Temples at spaghetti potlucks, and then we're swiping again, and then we're getting tuna melts thrown on your laps. Okay.
Yeah, well, I didn't order the tuna melt. She ordered her. It wasn't my tuna melt. It was hers.
So you had a Bennigan's tuna melt thrown on your lap.
Yeah, because of your recommendation, Will Blair.
I listen. You're your own man. What? Okay.
Well, listen. Do you have any? I'm willing to try some more. If you give me a little more advice, you know what I mean. I'm willing to try it again.
Bro, like, you're sitting here giving me shit, and like, I don't see what the problem is. You had food thrown to you. Like, you got free food out of the whole deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I'd rather have a tuna melt than bang some old lady from the senior center from behind. You know what I mean? A tuna melt sounds more appealing.
Well, speak for yourself for one thing, but I'm not saying I let the tuna melt go to waste. I mean, it was fine. I picked it up and ate it when she left in a hurry.
Okay.
I'm just asking if you have any more advice for the next time I go on a tinderbox date, Will. That's all I'm asking you.
Eat the tuna melt. Next time they throw one at you, just eat it.
So that's your advice?
Yeah. It's sound advice, sir.
What if she doesn't get a tuna melt next time? I think the problem was, Will, it's not the tuna melt. It's nice tuchus. I think that is where things went wrong. I'm not sure, but I think that's where they got a little upset.
Okay, yeah, I'll go over those before I end the stream, Krista. Thank you so much. I say just eat the food, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
eat the food. Is that cryptic? What does that mean?
It's not cryptic at all.
Is that like a innuendo of some kind, or is that just
an innuendo? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, probably at the center, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of. You're probably going to get a hairy patch and and some varicose veins and some meat curtains. If we're talking about that, but I feel like you should just stick with the food in that case. Just eat the food.
Actually,
I feel like you should just retire the old Cossie baby arm. Is what I think you should do.
I'm sorry. What's that?
I think you should retire the old Cossie, the old Cossie club. Put it to bed. It's time to let it be. Let it be. Just retire it.
Well, why would I do that, man? I'm just getting over the loss of my wife like a week and a half ago. It's been a while. I'm ready to start dating. I'm just coming into my own will. I'm not ready to stop doing anything.
I don't know, man. It's just the idea of you dating is unsettling to me, and everyone in the chat as well. Special appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
I think your intended people are somewhat with me. And
I don't think they are. I feel like. Do you? I mean, I don't see if I feel like it's probably unsafe for you to employ enhancers such as the old blue pill. I think it's probably unsafe. I'd hate to see you keel over.
I got those in spades, Will. Don't worry. I got those by mail order. I get those every 30 days.
Okay.
Everybody put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Costy keep going here.
Everybody, no, man. Okay. I just don't want it on my conscience. I just don't want it. I don't want it on my conscience.
Well, I took your advice. It didn't work out so great, and whatever. I feel
like you only tried it twice, and it's process, man. Like it's you just keep trying until it hits. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sound advice, dude. Like you're too old to play games. You know what I mean? Like you don't have the time left on the earth to play games and beat around the bush and pussyfoot around. You have to just straight up be direct, and just do that until somebody's into it, and that's it.
All right.
There's got to be
kind of advice.
There's got to be
kind of advice I'm looking for.
There you go. And there's got to be some old lady who's like, my time is only so. You know what I mean? I only have so much time left. I don't have time to play games. I need a man to just take charge. Tell me what he wants. Tell me I got a nice tuchus. That's probably what.
Well, that didn't work though, Will. Okay, listen. We'll agree to disagree.
Keep trying, bro. You're sitting here telling me, oh, it didn't work. Blah, 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 blah. If I tell you to use a worm as bait to fish and you don't catch any fish, you think you're never going to catch a fish with worm as bait, bro? Why do you think they use it?
I don't know. Sometimes people use lures. You ever seen lures?
I'm disappointed in you, Cossie.
Well, likewise, Clara.
Okay. All right. We're going to have to agree to disagree.
Listen, I don't want to fight with you, Will Clara. I've been on your presentations many a time. I like your antenna, people. Let's not fight. Listen, I'm going to try some of the things you said, and I'll report back.
There you go. That's all I'm saying. You got to get back on the horse, my friend. All right. Thank you for joining my YouTube presentation. Especially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
Thanks for having me on your presentation, Will Clara.
All right, have a good one. All right, so this is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, folks. Now, and of course, specially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove, people, and I have to I've gotten some donos into the, let's see here. Oh, Laura sent me $5 on Cash App. Says, I always enjoy your streams. Thank you. Appreciate that. And then I've got, let's see, PayPal. Michael sent $10. It says, Closet Baby is hilarious. Appreciate keeping name private. Keep up the good work, bud. You make me laugh, and that's all, and that's a good skill. I love that. Thanks, Mike. And Krista sent a hundo. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Love you, Will. This isn't much, but it's a lot. I hope it helps you get to Boston. This is so important, and we support Aiden. I would fly you down, but my father is failing, and in the final, it runs out. I can't read that. I'm so sorry that I can't read the rest of that. But thank you so much. And Donna set $25. Thanks for covering this and keeping us updated. I've been a member for 6 months. Can you check and see if I'm blocked? I've been trying to send super chats for 2 days and nothing goes through. Appreciate you. I guess I could. I can't do that right now, but that's a very tedious process, and people are getting hidden. I'm going to figure out and get to the bottom of it, but somehow people are getting hidden, and I need to get to the bottom as to why that is. I'm gonna have to reevaluate who has wrenches, because it's not cool. Donna sent another $5 saying my YouTube channel name is DK. Thank you so much, appreciate it. And I just got a Venmo from Miss USMC, Miss V USMC for Clubbers, $25. Thank you so much, appreciate that. And Nay, remember, for 19 months, you're the best, Will. Thank you so much. You're the best. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah, I had a really good time. It's been a minute since we had such a good time here. Been a few days, but we always do. But I'm really glad we did this stream tonight. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Of course, I'll try and hang out a little bit in the chat in Turtle Boys, but I got other stuff I got to be doing tonight, so I'm going to do my best to stop by. But you guys are absolutely amazing. Make sure to hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Make sure to hit the like. It really helps me out, and thank you guys for all of the support. You guys are amazing. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live, and well, I know how to unblock people. It's just tedious. But yeah, make sure to hit the notification bell so you know I'm going live. That way, you know I'm going live, because I go live I decide at the last minute when I do that. I never plan these things ahead of time very much. So, yeah. But yeah, thanks guys so much. You guys are amazing. Remember, it only takes a second to stay safe, and I love you guys very much, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.
Watch out!
Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.